but let's share 3 rookies that you plan to draft the most. Both of us are in multiple leagues. We won't be able to snag these guys in every league, but these are who we are targeting, and we hope to leave a lot of our drafts with these rookies. Harrison, who are the 3 for you?
The 3 rookies that I plan to take the most in my fantasy drafts are Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jaden Daniels, QB for the Washington Commanders, and then Ray Davis, running back for the Buffalo Bills. I've talked about Brian Thomas Jr. a lot already. I think when you look at the Jacksonville offense, he was drafted as the guy to be the alpha in that offense. Christian Kirk's great. He's a nice slot receiver. He's consistent. Gabe Davis is a good deep threat. Brian Thomas Jr. is the most talented and most electric wide receiver of the bunch. I think he's going to take over there as the alpha by the end of the season. Then you look at Jaden Daniels in Washington. For all the reasons that people are excited about Anthony Richardson, you should be equally, if not more excited about Jaden Daniels. Amazing rushing upside for fantasy. And in my opinion, he's coming into the NFL as a better passer already and with better weapons in the receiver room than Anthony Richardson has. But Anthony Richardson's going as the QB 5 or 6, depending on where you're drafting. And Jaden Daniels is going as the QB 14. I'm taking Daniels all day later in drafts because I believe he has elite upside as a young running QB. And then finally, Ray Davis is kind of my rookie sleeper. I love James Cook. James Cook is one of my favorite running back targets for this season. But I think, talking about taking handcuffs of other players, if I don't get the chance to draft James Cook, I'm drafting Ray Davis just in case Cook gets injured because I think the opportunity applies to him as well for what's in front of him in Buffalo. They took him in the 4th round. He's a different prototype of running back than James Cook, a lot bigger guy. So I think he will get touches early on in the offense. And, you'll see him around the goal line. And he'll be annoying to James Cook owners. But if anything happens to Cook, I think he is a easy top 15 running back start every single week as a rookie.
I like those guys as well. I'm intrigued by those 3. And as I was looking at you in your studio there, I see the Cooper Kupp jersey hanging. And I didn't even mention him earlier when I was talking about Puka Nacua. Guys, Cooper Kupp is still there. Like, this might be a bounce back season for Cooper Kupp too, to where he's even more involved. And so that's another reason why I just can't take Puka in the 1st round. I think it's crazy. So
talk about values. Yeah, Cooper Kupp right now is going in around 4, maybe around 5. Like, people are completely writing him off. And you look at the target share from when him and Puka were both on the field, they were pretty much both getting 8 targets a game. Like, it was a split, like 1A, 1B. One of those guys is going in the 1st round, though, and the other one is going in, like the 4th round. I would take Cooper Kupp all day as a wide receiver, too.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that's the decision there. All right, here are my 3 rookies that I can't wait to draft. I think you should draft them as well. Every single show, I will say this, and I will say it every show until the season starts or until I'm proven wrong. How about that? But Kamani Vidal, I'm telling you, this guy is good. He's going to be the guy in LA with the Chargers. He's the running back you want. You can still get him late. I would say take him a round before even than what you think, just to make sure that you get him. That's at least what I'm going to do. But come on, Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins, you can't count on those guys. You can count on Kamani. But here are my other 2 guys, Bucky Irving and Trey Benson. And these 2 running backs as well. I love drafting rookie running backs. I'd prefer to have all the young guys versus the old guys. And so with James Conner, it's just like, come on, we're really doing this again in Arizona. So Trey Benson is the backup to James Conner. James Conner hasn't played more than 13 games in a season over the last 2 years. And Trey Benson was drafted in the 3rd round of the rookie, by the Cardinals. And right now he's going as the 33rd running back off the board in drafts. And so I like that. If you're drafting him as an RB3, and I think he's got the potential, if Connor's injured again, to jump up there as at least an RB2. But then also I think they'll get Benson more involved even in the offense, even if Connor's still out there. But I think eventually toward the end of the season, Benson's the guy you want in Arizona. And I feel the same way about the Bucks. I don't want Rachaad White this year. I know he was great last year, but Dave Canales was a big part of that, throwing the ball to White. And White was really the only running back that really did anything last year in Tampa Bay. I think Bucky Irving, he's a nice weapon out of the backfield to chip in or to take away what Rachaad White did last year as far as he got everything. White was getting everything. 3 down back. Now Bucky Irving comes in. He was a 4th-round pick out of Oregon. And here's I saw this comparison from Andrew Erickson on Fantasy Pros. And Andrew said, my favorite comparables for Irving include Darren Sproles, Austin Eckler, and Danny Woodhead. Fantasy legends, baby. So I want Bucky Irving as well. So those 3 rookie running backs, Kamani Vidal, Bucky Irving, Trey Benson. I'm moving on from the veteran running backs in all 3 of those situations. I don't want White. I don't want Connor. I don't want Dobbins or Edwards. I want these 3 guys. It's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun ride.